Now see bars with a difference. Let us again consider the group frequency distribution of the marks obtained students in mathematics test. That is the previous frequency distribution table we have to consider over here. Class interval is given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, up to 50 to 60, and frequency is given that how many times this observation repeated. 2, 10, 21, 19, 7, 1. So total is 60. Now on the basis of this information we are just drawing a graph. Okay, let's see. So this is your graph. So this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. On x-axis we mark the marks of the students. That is your class interval. And here we can mark the number of students, that is this frequency. How many times that marks obtained by the students. So here from 0 to 10, this is our first class interval, 0 to 10. Then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and last 50 to 60. So on x-axis we are considering such values which cannot vary, which remains constant. Okay. Now here number of students, it can vary according to the class intervals. So for 0 to 10, what is the frequency? 2. So 2 is our first bar. Then 10 to 20, 10 students. Do not live in between any block or any unit. We are not drawing the bar graph or double bar graph. We are drawing the histograph. So this is 2, then 10, this 20 to 20, because here nowhere there is a breakage. It is continuous way, 10 to 20, 0 to 10, then again 10 to 20, 20 to 30. There is no gap in between any interval, so we cannot break it. Now between 20 to 30 it is 21, that is in between 20 to 22. Then 30 to 40 it is 19, 40 to 50 it is 7, and 50 to 60 it is 1. So this way we can represent this information in terms of graphical representation. So is this graph in any way different from the bar graphs? Yes, because here there is no gap in between any bar. Observe that here we have represented the groups of observations, that is class intervals. Okay. So on the horizontal axis, the height of the bar shows the frequency of the class interval. Also there is no gap between the bars, as there is no gap between the class intervals. So the graphical representation of data in this manner is called a histogram. So this is the definition of histogram. So if you observe the graphs, it is very much different from the graphs which you have already learned in lower standard, like bar graph, double bar graph. So it is totally different from that kind of graph. So it is known as the histogram. Now see the one more graph here. It is given like this. Now here if you observe, this is the knee line. It's called knee line. Why? I will tell you. So now this graph is ages of 25 teachers of a school and number of teachers. And this is bar represents bars of equal widths with no gaps in between. Height of bar gives the number of data items in a particular group and is the frequency. Here whatever 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35 and so on. So this age in years. So as we all know that if you want to be a teacher, your age should be more than 20. Okay, it cannot start from 0. Okay, that's why this is the broken line is there, means your data cannot start from the 0. That's why this line should be there, as you are starting directly from the 20. Okay, see here written. Jagged line for broken line has been used along the horizontal line to indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 20. So such kind of data are there in which your class interval cannot start from 0. So in such kind of data you have to draw such kind of broken lines to mention that. So this is all about your histogram. So from the bars of this histogram we can answer the following questions. How many teachers are of age 45 years or more but less than 50 years? So it is in between. Teachers are of age 45 years, so 45 to 50, so there are 5 teachers. How many teachers are of age less than 35 years? So less than 35 years means this is your less than 35 years. 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 4 15. So 15 teachers are there which are of age less than 35 years. So this is all about your bar graphs which is in different manner and it is known as the histogram.